Hi, it's Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. We are going to begin with a general reading. Welcome to Coffee and Cards, where we do some free oracle readings. We're going to start with the Sacred Destiny cards by Denise Lynn. And we're just going to see what is the current energy for today. We are feeling a lot of inspired action. How are you feeling currently? So, what is the current energy of the day? Okay, we are going to start with the card of transformation, and then we get the card of adventures, and then courage. So, are you ready to step into something new, something, that may seemed a little dangerous in the past, but now it just seems like it's the right time? Stepping into a new phase of your journey, and the underlying energy is success. So we are loving that. And then we are going to see what the tarot has to say today. What is the current energy? Okay. So currently we get the Queen of Wands, and that is crossed by the Ten of Wands. So figuring out your gifts are not a blessing, knowing your mystical powers and not taking on other people's judgments and burdens about that, and just truly feeling the energy of standing in your mystical, magical self. The foundation card is the Temperance card, Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is helping you, in his hand is, right there is like the sun and the moon. And we just had the sun and the moon together with that eclipse where the moon eclipsed the sun. That feminine energy stepped in front of the masculine energy and made an energetic change for us, that it's okay to be in your place now, in your magic. Like, I'm feeling brand new inspired action. Like, I'm now taking that more inspired action. Like the day of the eclipse, we did like a live outside with the eclipse happening. Like, the energy is changing. The recent past is the High Priestess, which is about meditating, gaining that knowledge, connecting, being aware that you have that mystical energy within you. Truly it's there. Sometimes we don't always realize it or know how to, expand on it, but we're going to start doing a few videos about working on your spiritual path. Some meditation techniques and some other little impromptu Celia videos. She says we're going to start doing something new. So we're going to just, whatever she's inspired for us to do, we're going to do. It's about having that courage, the strength of knowing, what do you want? I want my channel to grow. So to do that, I need to put the content out to do that. She's ready to put that, that energy in my heart to, boldly go out there and just do it and be me, and, be joyously happy in the process of doing it. So are you being joyously happy and passionate about the things you're doing? The immediate future is the Page of Wands, which is, getting the message of the inspired action. Like earlier, I was doing my face wipe on, using a wipe on my face, wiping my face. And I got a whole download, and I went and told Dave, and I'm like, here's this. I literally got it while wiping my face. I just got that message. And I went and talked to him about it, and we actually resolved some old energy about something just by that awareness of it. Like, oh, okay. So like you gain that just from following those inspired actions. When you get a little message like that, follow it through, see where it goes, or at least write it down or gain some awareness of it. The current environment is the Three of Cups, which is about for some people, she said, because it is a general reading, about a third party energy transforming into something different, friendships changing, community changing, about something we feel like changing because this is community together, but sometimes she's like, sometimes third party, sometimes, community, sometimes about a party, you know, and this is, out looking under that. And that makes me feel like the eclipse energy, and that eclipse energy is going to be around. A long way around that. That eclipse energy is going to be around for a few days. So you're going to be feeling it. So who were you with at the day of the eclipse? Who did you spend your time with that day? Were you in the path? Were you able to see it? Did you watch it? Were you doing something else? What were you doing the day that, the day turned to night and then back to day? And then we get the how other people see you, the Page of Pentacles, which is that messenger about that being grounded, being balanced, showing other people you're taking that energy. I'm being grounded in my energy. I'm not harshly reacting when something happens anymore. I'm being more centered, and other people are seeing that with you. Maybe different from the past with that transformation card, pulling my energy up there. And the hopes and fears card is the Five of Wands. And sometimes, the Five of Wands can be chaos and conflict. And sometimes the Five of Wands can be about everybody doing their own little part. So are you doing your part, to get to this outcome, because we're going to be successful. It's, and it's, that night scene there again. We are getting to ascension. It, will happen in the exact right time. We are all like a puzzle, and we all have to do our own little piece. The outcome is the Fool, which is a brand new beginning. Are you ready for something brand new to come in? Are you following that inspired action that's going to open a brand new door for you? We get the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Chariot. So clearly knowing what you want, really focusing on the fact, and really just focusing on what you want. Like, I want my channel to grow, so I need to focus on making content. Follow the action needed to make, get the outcome I desire. Stop letting the negative energy or the mind chatter or whatever tends to get in the way. Stop getting in the way. Start having, vibes are about change, and it's about changing your reaction to the situation. Because once you change your reaction to the situation's going to change. So beautiful energy. We're taking that advice as well. We're going to get a Celia card. So we get the card of Teacher Wisdom. You're a light worker here to shine your light and share the gifts of your journey. The card of In the Flow. Everything flows to me when I am in alignment. And then the Spirals of Life, which is learning the life lessons and healing the cycles and patterns, with the underlying energy of grow your self-love, honor, and know yourself. So spend some time, what would be the best outcome you could think of? Because honestly, that's the most limiting belief there could really be, because that's just the most your ego can come up with. God has such a bigger plan for you. Just know. So we are going to pick the cards up, and as people come and join the live, please just say hi, let us know you're here, and we'll get an oracle card for you. And if you would like a tarot reading, you can donate to the channel through PayPal or through Cash App or through the Super Chat. Now think about Super Chat for some reason. The Super Chat. So she said we're just going to do that. We're noticing the candles are on a different, I must have hit some other button. So I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing their own thing. Thank you, Dave, for joining and moderating. Greatly appreciate you. Okay, if anyone would like a message, just let us know you're here. Sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on outside. And Celia says, while we're waiting, we will go ahead and do a message from the Ancestors, Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle from Abuela Abrams, which we are loving, that came in the new Hay House box. So she says everything for a reason, and we put them there. She wanted a message. So apparently that is what we're doing right now. So if you're joining now, we are going to grab a second message from the Secrets of the Ancestors to what do the ancestors want us to know today? You know, how did the ancestors feel when they were having an eclipse? You know, how is this a time representative for them? Okay. Okay, the first card is the Father of Fire, Passion Ignited. And then we get the card of the Root of Fire, which is Risk It All. So, are you willing to risk everything to follow your passion? I mean, right now, that's what we're doing. We're like totally going for it with our dream. And the bottom of the deck is the Trickster, which is ego and excess. And don't let your ego stop you from your passion. Like, Celia's like, we're going to do this other message, but I still heard my ego being like, well, nobody is asking a question. You know, maybe it's time to end the video. And Celia's like, no, let's do the other message. Like, my ego is definitely trying to stop my pursuits. You know, it wants to keep me right where I am. You know what? Celia's like, that ain't where we're going. We're going somewhere different. So, are you ready to go somewhere different? She said, we're posting these, you know, as individual messages. So we will be posting this is, are you ready to follow your passion? Are you ready to risk it all? Are you ready to put the ego aside and say, you know what, ego, I see your tricks and I'm ready to push forward with my dream. You know, I told Dave today, I'm like, I'm going to take some new action. And you know what? I'm not telling you about it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to show you. So, are you ready to take the inspired action? Are you ready to jump into something brand new? We get the Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters. As soon as you take that action, we get the Death card, we get the Hanged Man, and we get the Judgment. So 3 majors telling you you're moving into calmer water. You're leveling up. Are you ready? Are you ready to risk it and go for it? Like, I'm going all in on it. Are you ready to do it on yours? Because the sun is right there, ready to happen as soon as you jump into this mission and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to go for it. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what? I want my channel to grow. You know what I have to do? I have to come and I have to do lives and I have to put content out. If you want to be successful at whatever your dream is, you're going to have to take that inspired action. You know, here it's saying risk it all, passion ignited. Are you ready to jump forward into this, you know, the thing that's going to bring you the highest passion? You know, the Death card, the Hanged Man, and the Judgment card, those are pretty strong energies. You know, are you ready to ascend to that higher level? Because I feel like it's so easy, like right now, to let things go. because the Nine of Pentacles is trying to come in. Are you ready to bring stability in? Because I know to grow my channel, I know I have to do the work to get to the Nine of Pentacles. I have to put the work in. What do you need to put the work in? You know, what is the energy from your past that's holding you back? What energy in your past told you you can't do this? Because you know what? You can. Because I heard, do today, something you dreamed of as a kid. And my granddaughter recently was here for a few days, and she wanted to act scenes out over and over and over again. And you know what I remember doing? The very same dang thing. Being that person out there putting on the performance, not afraid to go hide in the corner about it all. And then for some reason, all that was taken away from me. My ego, you know what? Not no more. Not anymore. I'm more authentically me now than ever before. And I feel like it's saying, do that. You have to truly be like, ego, I don't care what you say. You know what? I'm ready to go into the unknown, because you know what? The past has been good, but you know what? I'm ready for so much more. And I feel like you are too. Are you ready to risk it and go for your dream? Like, what do you want to do? What fills your cup up? The Four of Cups is there, a lot of times, they're focused on the Three Cups. But this one, he's looking up at that fourth cup, but you know what? He's not reaching for it. He's not ready to say, I'm ready to let the past go and go for what I truly want deep in my heart. Are you ready to do it? Because like the messages are coming in, the Eight of Wands is there. You are getting a lot of messages that if you're not, we're here to be the messenger. As soon as you grab this cup and start stepping into what you're meant to do and spreading your message and being the messenger you're meant to be, and follow your passion. You know what? Everything we've learned on this journey, we're meant to share with other people. And are you doing that? Like Celia is so passionate. Like I feel the passion of that. Like as we do this work, when we learn something new, we're all about telling it to somebody else. And are you sharing the messages of the gifts that you've been given and you're learning on this journey? Because, as you take that risk and step out there and say, this is something that really, I'm really interested in tarot now. I'm really interested in healing now. I'm really interested in a modality or whatever, you're interested in. Are you open to say, I'm interested in that? I'm finding some new value and comfort in that. I'm finding, what is working for me to make me feel my value. Because are you feeling your value? The more you feel your value, the more other people will feel it. So then we get the Knight of Swords and the Emperor, which is that stability we're seeking, or that person you're seeking is going to come in really quickly as you risk it all and step into your passion, because the Knight of Swords is the quickest moving energy in the deck, and that Emperor is that solid stability. Are you ready to bring that stability into your life? Are you ready to bring that person into your life? Because truly, by following, like, I changed on my dating profile that I'm an energy worker from a physical therapy assistant. And I met Dave by taking that action to put out there to God and the universe. This is what I'm doing. I'm being an energy worker. Dave responded. Married happily, married, like we are like working and living our best life by me knowing my value before that. And now is a cycle again of knowing that value and following that inspiration and reaching for what fills your cup up. And then once you figure it out, you got to be the messenger of it. You got to spread it. And like I said, as soon as I took the step in that I am stepping into my mission, like instantly Dave stepped in. So the underlying energy is the Queen of Swords with that, which is gaining clarity on the steps you need to take in order to step into your mission at this time. Are you following your passion? Are you risking it? I'm going to go all in with this. Are you? Or are you being in the Four of Pentacles energy of holding yourself back? And sometimes we got to look and, what's holding me back? And most of the time, it's this right here, judgment from other people. And sometimes we just have to let that go. And then Celia said there's one more message. which is the Magician. You have the ability to create it all. You just have to change your focus. Fives are about change. Swords are about the thought. So change the way you're thinking and change towards focusing on the things you do want, the things that do make you happy. And that is the way to bring in the stability, it be a person or financial stability, or whatever energetically you're trying to bring in that Emperor energy. What are you trying to bring in? And the card that wanted to jump out is Surrender into Service. When you are unsure of which direction to take, focus on service. And then the card of Family Karma, generational family karma or ancestral karma, the karma you brought into this life, before you incarnated, the karma you came to overheal and to teach to other people. Because honestly, that's what we're meant to do here. As you heal and figure out something that works for you, you're meant to share it and spread that gift to other people. So that is the second Celia message of the day. We're going to be posting both of those as readings on the channel, and we will get into some questions. So welcome, Damini. Hi, Keisha. How are you both doing today? Welcome anybody else that's here that I didn't see. Please just drop a comment. Let us know you're here. We are feeling really strong today in this, strongly this eclipse energy. We feel energy of change. Are you ready for some change? Because we feel like change is in the air for sure. You come in with certain things in your karma. Look at the patterns of your thing. Look at where your Chiron is. But you have to just focus on those, and as you heal them, that releases your ancestors and the future generations of your family from that karma, and having to heal it. Once you heal it, it is amazing. So Keisha, you asked first, so we're going to get you a card. So shuffling those to get some good energy. Keisha, are you still here? Sometimes Celia just likes that confirmation before we pull you a card. So we're just gonna okay, we will we are going to get you a card from the Secrets of the Ancestors for you. And Celia says, put your hand on your heart and ask yourself that question, and you will know the answer. But people treat us the way we value ourselves. So some reference to that to look at. You get the Mother of Earth, which is emotional self-care. Yes. You get the card, the Huntress, which is soul awakening. You get the Mother of Fire, which is rise and shine, or shine and rise. And then you get the Altar of Fire, which is good juju, which is the number 22 card. Under that is the Unknown, the number 44 card. If we overgive in a relationship, that's somebody taking your good juju and your life force energy from you. So, and that's what I heard. Place your hand on your heart, and that's what she's doing in this card. Put your hand on your heart and, ask deep in your soul, is this relationship nourishing my soul? Is it part of my soul path? or is it something to awaken my soul value? Like, have the awareness of it, and you know what? And then be like, okay, if it feeds my soul and it makes me feel awesome, embrace it. If you feel like in any way it's not giving back to you, then you understand that it's a relationship that's pulling your juju and your life force energy. Yes. If you pull that back, like pull your energy back, you will notice like immediately, like what you used to automatically just say yes to, be a little more reserved about. Think about it. Does this serve me? Does this benefit me? Is this overgiving to my benefit? Do I overgive in hopes that they're going to give me something back? But, it's like I give them $1 and they give me a dime back. That's not equal reciprocity. They got to, yes. Self-love, emotional self-care. You got to love yourself. Other people treat you how you treat yourself. Like I have been, me and Dave have been working on Dark Night of the Soul stuff. And, it's a struggle. Honestly, we're working on it. So I have been focusing on my self-care. And you want to know what's changed with me doing that? I have moved to a higher timeline because I'm on a higher vibration. And you know what? Dave on that higher vibration is there waiting for me, that vibration of him. There's like so many different timelines. And if you raise your vibration, you take you to the higher timeline that's already there with them at that higher vibration as well. It is freaking amazing. Truly, if you work on loving you and like putting you in the happiness and the high vibration and if this doesn't make me happy, I'm not going to do it, and truly follow that. If this isn't serving me, I'm going to have to pass right now. I'm going to pull my energy back. I need to focus on me, because I promise you, when you are in a higher vibration, like Dave is meeting me I'm at a higher place, so Dave's meeting me. I used to go and I would be at a place and then I would go meet Dave at wherever his vibration was. And sometimes he's got a 3D job, and sometimes that gets stressful, and he goes to that vibration. And then, you know what? If I don't pay attention, I go right to that vibration too, because we're in the same house all day long together. And since I've been pulling my energy back and saying I want to change things, and Dave and I have been meditating together every day in the morning for like 2 hours every day. We just made a thing today. We're going to get up an hour earlier so we can get a little more stuff in the morning before our day starts, because it's making that big of a change that we're going to start getting up at 5 a.m. to meditate for our 2 hours to do the Joe Dispenza meditations, because it's helping my self-love and Dave's self-love. And you literally, as you're happier, you go to a higher vibration, and everything around you is in that higher vibration. Like you make that your like natural state, that happiness, and then everything is around you is overall happier. Like, so CeliaGuidance of the day. Be happier. It will bring you the things you want because you're on a different timeline. And then through that different timeline is how you can manifest everything you desire. Like by getting to that happier vibration. You always hear them say, well, get in that vibration, and, everybody's like, well, how do I do that? Yes, you got to fill your cup up. If you do not fill your cup up, you can't give back. And this person is taking your juju. Pull it back a little bit and see the difference. So apparently that is message number 3 we're posting today, because because he's a narcissist and it serves him. Doesn't serve you. Teaches you you're not valuable, and your opinion's not worthy, and that you're not the most important. Yes. Because somebody has taught him that that's an okay way. And the only person that can change that is you. It's about your self-worth, your self-respect, your self-value. Like, as you love you, you're like, I'm not tolerating that shit. Bye. Trust me, I've been in a few toxic relationships, and I was much happier single than in any of those. And in choosing that happiness and finding my own personal happiness, I found Dave, my love of my life, like the best thing ever for me. Like, you want to know what we're doing Friday? We're leaving to go to Florida on vacation, but we're going to take the video, and we're probably going to do some stuff while we're driving because Celia says we're going to put some more content out. So we're going to, when Dave's driving, we may pull some cards or do some messages or something. So you are very welcome, Keisha. Everything for a reason. Oh, my daughter's in Florida. They moved there. What part of Florida are you? They are by Daytona. Dave and I are going to Cocoa Beach. So, oh yeah, we do that when we went to Orlando. Know that you have to find your value. Like, as you love yourself, and you know what, your self-worth, like, I'll tell you, we bought the Joe Dispenza progressive and intensive workshops for online. It's two different ones, and you know what, we've been doing those meditations, and it has changed my life. Like, truly, I feel like I'm a different person than I was 30 days ago when we started really committing to doing it on a consistent basis. So you can always check that out. Dr. Joe Dispenza, he's got a couple like workshops. We did that because we want to go to an in-person workshop, and you have to do the other ones first. And like, truly, through doing those meditations, changing our lives. Hi, the Doll Face Diva. How are you? And Damini, are you still here? We were going to grab you next. It looks like you may have left, so we're going to get yes. Okay, you were here. We are going to get you a message next, and then we'll get the Doll Face Diva. How was the eclipse for you? The Doll Face Diva. How was the eclipse for you? Celia says. How was the eclipse for you? We feel like we were in the path, so like it was amazing for us. Like, definitely feel like my life is at a new chapter now, like something different. So, Damini, do you have a question, or are we just doing general? What would you like? Okay. Well, apparently that we got the Sacred Destiny ones, which are some of my favorite ones with this one of these Denise Lindex. It's one of my favorites. Well, you get the card of Truth, which is, you know, it looks like there's a little dark cloud over it, but it looks like there is some sunshine behind that. So if a truth came out and it's been a little stormy or cloudy, so to speak, just know that change is coming, because you have to have rain to have growth. So sometimes we have to have a little struggle to have growth. And then you get the card of Wonders, which is, you know, a card of crystals and the energy they share. We feel like crystals are very good for healing. And amethyst is in this card. So, Damini, do you have any amethyst? It would be a good card to meditate with. And the underlying energy is happiness. Some like amethyst. Amethyst. Super good for like healing energy, to get clarity. It's also with like the crown chakra or the third eye. It's, you know, associated with both. But we feel like ultimately the energy is, you know, the happiness there. And sometimes it just, we have to go through seasons. And know that it looks like, in the background there is some sunshine there. So some clarity coming. And she said, that card is to a point. So we feel like something's going to come to a point and you're going to get some new clarity about it. And the clarity is are you working on your self-love and your value? Like, that is like, people treat us how we value ourselves. If people are not treating you the way you want, look at how you're really like, I was like having a couple of things and I'm like, I don't like how this is feeling. So I took a look and the common denominator, me. So I'm like, okay, where's my self-love? I've been doing this meditation and really focusing on raising my vibration. And you know what? All of those people are treating me better and different. So truly, people are just a reflection of you. And if you get it and you don't see it the first time, the next person is going to come up and reflect it to you, maybe in a brighter, broader way for you to be like, oh, that's what's going on. Yeah. That all comes with that self-love. So the Dollface Diva, you are very welcome. Up and down. I know I've been napping and drinking extra water and meditating like crazy. Me and Dave like meditated like 2 hours in the morning, then an hour last night before bed. We were sitting there. I'm like, hey, you want to go meditate? And we did, and it was beautiful. We love it. So the Dollface Diva, would you like a card? Do you have a question? What can we do for you? Like, since the eclipse, we feel like, I was washing my face earlier and got such a download for me and Dave. It was just like such an aha moment. It was. And she said, we are going to switch for you and get the Secrets of the Ancestors. Thank you, Dave. Okay. So the Dollface Diva, you get the card of the Father of Fire, Passion Ignited. And then the Mother of Air, which is Boundaries, the Queen of Swords. So the King of Fire and the Queen of Swords. Are you balancing your energies between that masculine and feminine? Like, those are pretty strong. And she said there was something else. So you get the Griot, which is Blissed, which is about just being happy. Like, that's the Sun card. Are you like I've been meditating and literally my focus is on my joy and my happiness, what brings me happy, and being in that place at all costs. I'm happy and I'm not going to let anything, like, I'm like at the point I'm like, I can have judgment or I can be happy. So you know what I'm doing? I'm picking happy, and we feel like that's what it's saying for you. And then you get the Conjure Woman, which is manifestation. Like, hi, my love. So, are you ready to manifest all of your desires? Because you get that Passion Ignited, Bliss, like, and manifestation. Like, truly through, like, you want to know what I did over the weekend? I've been wanting to do more stuff at home, like more live stuff. So you know what we did? One of my services I offer is a psychic party. So we had a little psychic party here Saturday where I did multiple readings. It was a lot of fun, like a different change. So instead of one reading, I did multiple readings, and at one time, like, it was like, instead of one reading, it was multiple readings. So it was a leveling up. And we feel like it's time for you to do that. And the only thing that I've done is being happy. Like, truly, the only thing I've changed is meditating more and being happy. And like, that's changing. We're going to Florida on Friday. Like, super happy. You're staying right on the beach. Like, God is blessing us every day. Like, I told Dave, I have the desire and he has the means to do it, and God facilitates it every single time. Like, for us to, go to the beach. One of our, actually, probably our favorite beach. So far, we really like there. We're thinking we'd like a house there. But truly, I've just been working, like, I haven't been putting much out because I've been working on my self-love, my value, like all that stuff we're always saying. We had to pull it back and work on ours. So do the same. Yes, we love it. We're staying, like, we got a place where on the beach, so we love to try to leave the door or the window open to be able to hear the waves while we're sleeping. It's super. We have the wave back there from Dave, big wave, sound therapy. Dave loves the ocean. So we're hoping to get some boogie boarding in. So follow your passion, be happy. Like, that is your superpower for manifesting. How was that? She said, this is Coffee and Cards. We can chat. We want to know, how was that? Yeah, we're excited to hear about that. Good. It's good to share that piece of yourself, that be vulnerable to, like, this is my place I really love. Like, that is, we love that. No, don't be scared. That's your ego trying to hold you back. Say, ego, I'm going to the unknown. I'm going to be happier than I've ever been. And you know what? We've been happy, but we ain't been as happy as I know I can be. And that's in the unknown. And I'm going there. Like, it's funny because we watched Frozen 2 with my granddaughter recently, and it's talking about, the wind spirit calls Elsa, and if you haven't seen it, the wind spirit calls her, and then it's like, that's just where her calling is, like, and you have to just, like, do it, and that's what it was about, going into the unknown, and literally, that's the message in the movie. Sometimes you just have to step into the unknown, and I'm like, I'm so glad they're putting this in kids' stuff now to teach kids early, you can step into the unknown. Don't just do what, the same thing you've always done. So we had seen Frozen 1. I hadn't seen 2. So the other day we watched it. Because while my granddaughter was here, it was funny because I was talking. We reacted a scene. The scenes we were reacting the Frozen movie, like different parts of the scenes of it, like, which took me back to my childhood where me and my little sister used to put on little shows too, and we loved it. So apparently that's why I'm fine sitting up here talking to you guys, because just letting that creative part flow through me. So we're glad to hear you're being vulnerable, and just honestly focusing on being happy can bring you, like, everything you truly desire. And we hear purification and leadership for you. And the card of focus, which is, we can't help but notice it's snowing there. So, in the mountains there. So, North Mountain, I hear it. So just know that in this time, you've had a time of purification, but now it's a time, and that, like, with the leadership card, that looks like it's stepping into the mystical. And are you ready? Because truly, you are completely in control of your future. Like, the happier you are, all those things can, like, come to you. Like, I would love more work, and I love that a whole party booked with me. Like, that's like higher level manifesting. I told Dave I can't wait till I'm on a stage doing this, or doing, mediumship and doing more. And just by me raising my vibration, it's going to get me there, because that's my desire long term. Because Celia's message is important. Definitely, definitely wants it heard and out there. So we're going to work on putting it out there even more. So check out our future videos. We're going to try to put some more out next week while we're gone. But as the granddaughter's there, we tend to focus on pure positive energy, fun and happiness. So, Sweta, when will I get a job? Well, you get the card of success and you get the card of love. So I feel like what is your heart's desire? What kind of job do you want to do? Because that success is there with that Panther. And love is a beautiful energy. Like, what is your passion for work? Like, what brings you are you working currently? Where are you located? Where are you located internationally? Yeah, I hear. Where are you located? Oh, you live in Michigan? Oh, hey, Dave, are you guys hiring anybody? We're in Indiana. Celia's guidance is write a list of all the things you would like in that job. Like, what would be like before I met Dave? I wrote a list of all, like, I wanted loyalty. I wanted somebody to meditate with me. I wanted somebody to bring me flowers. I wanted somebody to unconditionally love me, somebody that would listen to me, somebody that would value me, somebody that would comfort me. Like, I had a lot of wishes I wanted. And you can do that about a job and then say, okay, God, I surrender this to you, higher power, universe, whatever you believe in. I surrender this to you. Yeah. And like write your list and then say, higher power, God, universe, whatever, I surrender this to you. I trust that you will bring the right thing back to me and trust that it will. Like, I mean, I manifest a date, which is amazing. And I will ask him. So, because he's he works in computer stuff. He does stuff. He's a systems administrator. So he may be able to, I don't know. We're here in Indiana, but they work all remotely. So you never know. So he was moderating. He may be in a meeting. And Latoya, can we get your question next? Okay, we are seeing what do you see coming towards you this month? Okay, the first card out is the Shadow, Trials and Tribulation, which is the Moon card, which is Cancer energy. And then the card right after that is the card of the Griot, Bliss, the Sun. So there may be a little bit of trials and tribulation, but it's going to end on a happy note. And just focus on the happiness to come. And then the Mother of Air, which is boundaries. Cut off shit that ain't serving you. Don't let people treat you any less than your value. Like, don't, no disrespect. No overstepping, no anybody doing anything that's not for your highest and greatest good. Be like that Queen of Swords, off with the head. Because we feel like that's going to be the tribulation, but like happiness after that. Because sometimes you have to know your value for other people to know your value. So I would say it's going to end very well for you. And are you feeling different after this eclipse? Where is Aries in your chart? Like, because this all happened in Aries. The sun, the moon, and Chiron were we're at 19 degrees Aries. So what do you have in Aries, or what do you have at 19 degrees? Because we feel like something really strongly was activated for you that's going to go from whatever the first part was to the end. Yeah, and that energy is going to stick around till the end of the month. Like, that's like really strong for at least the next 3 weeks. So no, but look, that was that trials and tribulation. It's going to go to that sun. As soon as you focus it on, I know what's for my highest and greatest good, and I'm only taking what's for my highest and greatest good, and I know my value. Everybody's going to treat you that way. As soon as you put that boundary up, you're going to be amazed at what comes right back to you. Because when you know that value, it puts you on a higher timeline than everybody meets you at that higher place. I've really been working on it. Yeah, but like, are you ready for change? Are you ready for like the best part of your life? If you take it back and you say, I'm only going to do the things that make me happy, and do it, like, give yourself a thing, say, from now until the end of the month, when somebody asks me to do something, if I have any resistance to it, I'm going to say no. Like, if there's a social thing and somebody wants you to do and you don't feel called to do it, don't do things out of obligation, because then you're just putting negative energy on your path. Be like, I'm only doing what's for my good, what makes me happy. Because, you can go, I'm going to go see my granddaughter, and that's going to make me happier than probably anything in the whole wide world. So do what makes you happy and see the change by the end of the month by just changing your perspective of, I'm not going to people please. I'm not going to overgive. I'm going to stand up in my power, because we feel like this eclipse was strong for you. Wherever you have Aries in your chart is going to be majorly affected. But I feel like it's a real prominent place for you, because I feel like it's changing your whole life. Like, you stepping up and being like, we ain't doing this no more. Like, everybody's going to be like, okay, she's on, we got it. And be like, okay. So, very strong energy with that. Like, so he was very strong with that. So have a great month, Latoya. Thanks for joining us today. And know your value, because nobody knows it if you don't know it. Like, truly, like, Celia has taught me that. I've been working on my meditation and working, because like, when you make a choice to be, this is how timeline was explained to me. Like, there's all these little piles of dirt, like little lumps of dirt. And every time you make a choice, you go one way or another around this pile of dirt. Each pile of dirt is like a different timeline, and there's like infinite piles. If you're meant to get over here, you might have to go, way, way, way there instead of just going straight there, if you make that choice. But eventually it's going to get you right where you need to be. It's going to put that opportunity back for you. But you can choose the thing that's high for you. Like, this makes me happy. And like, that puts you on a higher timeline. The higher timeline you're on, the other people have to meet you there. So literally, by each little choice you make through the day affects your timeline, is what we've learned. So we hope that helped. If anybody else would like a message, just let us know you're here. We've been trying to get everybody as they've been coming. And if not, I think I'm going to take a little break. It is Dave's lunchtime. So we will probably be back later, or we at least posting a video later. We hope everyone has a great day. And thanks, everyone, for joining us. Bye.